Hello there everyone and welcome back to Let's 9-Day Pikmin. Today it's going to be the last day of gathering a whole lot of ship pieces. Because like I said earlier when I talked about that the final day is one of those 3 days where you can only get a single ship piece. So today we're gonna get all the way to 29. Exciting, isn't it? It is pretty exciting. What's not exciting is waiting for 100 Pikmin to come out. It takes forever. Seriously. They could have done something about that. Like make 100 Pikmin come out a little faster. But that's not really important. I got my army of 100 blue flower Pikmin, and I'm going to wreck some stuff, get some ship pieces, and lose random Pikmin for no good reason. I don't know why that Pikmin got stuck in that corner. I don't really want to know. I could probably go in and see where Pikmin got separated from the group. But I don't want to. It's a mystery to me, it's a mystery to everyone. It's a secret to everyone. Smug face. Now, there's a new enemy right there. It's not really that dangerous of an enemy, it'll just pick up your Pikmin, fly around a bit, and then throw them into the ground. And then you have to pluck them again. Not really all that dangerous, but they're really annoying. They're pretty much the reason that speedrunners will come here on the 4th day and get everything in a single day. Because they don't want to deal with those guys. That is why they have to get here on the 4th day. Because those guys are annoying. Enough about that. Now, right there, I think one of my Pikmin got stuck by the red pellets, and now that other Pikmin tripped and I started swarming, I lost a Pikmin. I was at 69 too. That's such a great number. 69. Oh well. Apparently Pikmin doesn't like that number. Because it just took away one of my Pikmin through Pikmin AI. Whatever. Now these guys right here, not really a new enemy. We kinda saw them on the other day here in Distant Spring, but I didn't fight any of them. They're essentially this dwarf bulbobs of the water. Except for some reason it doesn't seem like you can actually throw your Pikmin on top of them. So really you just swarm them like that and then they jump in the air and die. And also they are able to do the crushing glitch. Which is annoying. And those numbers just keep confusing me in the gameplay. I mean, now that I'm commentating, I know what happens. But just in the gameplay, just confusing. Now, this flower right here is that candy pop bud that I talked about in the Forest Navel. I didn't show it there, but now I'm showing it and I'm using it. And there you see that my Pikmin count jumped up to 100. That was the Pikmin carrying back the red pellet. Really confusing. Anyway, so I threw 20 blue Pikmin in there and now I have 20 yellows. Pretty great. And as you might be able to see, this takes a while. You might also remember that the other day here in the Distant Spring, I mentioned that speedrunners will use a glitch to get all of the ship pieces in one day. And this is what they skip. Instead of planting all of these yellow Pikmin and then turning them back into blue Pikmin, they throw the blue Pikmin up on that wall right there, another part of it, but still that wall. And then they will use a glitch over by the bull bears to push Olimar up on the wall. You can go look up a video, I'm not gonna try to explain it. I'm not in the right area to even try. So, really. But it's pretty cool. Glitches are generally pretty cool. What is not so cool is the hitbox on the candy pop buds. Seriously, you have to hit right in the middle of the damn things. And then I don't believe that. Just checking the minimap because I'm confused by having a full team of Pikmin. And I don't believe that I moved at all. You also notice the first Pikmin landed in it. And the rest of them, no. The hitbox on those plants is just god awful. I hate it so much. I think it's a lot better in Pikmin 2, but that's not the game I'm playing. Anyway, the first item, the Kronos reactor, is on its way back to base. And that was the one that takes the most time. Pretty much the most time out of any ship piece in this area. Pretty much, yeah. It is, that's why speedrunners skip it. Because it takes forever. But I'm done with it. I am done. Now I got a bunch of other ship pieces that I can just kind of go and get. And those Pikmin were oddly slow. I don't know why. Just don't question Pikmin AI. Just don't. And am I good at counting? Am I good at counting? No. I completely gave up on counting because the numbers are totally screwed from what they should be. So even though I only needed like 15 on that, I just threw 18 because I could, I guess. But that was Ionium Jet 2, and here we have the pilot seat. I'm just gonna throw almost all of the Pikmin. Just bringing 3 more with me. That might be what makes the difference coming up here. And right there you can see that one of the 2 red pellets is gone. So my theory is right. And a few of those Pikmin just didn't help making the bridge. Stupid Pikmin. Not that it mattered. They had all the time in the world to finish that. But now we're fighting another armored cannon beetle. And I only have about half the Pikmin I had the other time. Yet somehow I am able to kill this guy in one cycle. Like I said. Unfortunately, we are interrupted by the Kronos reactor. That is such stupid timing. Getting interrupted in the middle of a boss fight, as the boss is about to die. But now we got the bowsprit too. Now the spaceship can finally look pretty. Like, the very tip of it just looks weird without the bowsprit. And I didn't mean to do that. I meant to throw another Pikmin. And something about this little area right here with all the tree stump in us. It's like a little labyrinth. There's a bunch of stuff down from the lower ground, that, like sticks you can build to get your Pikmin up there. And just ways around it. But there's no good way to get both Olimar and the Pikmin up there. Now, right there, we have that Pikmin. That Pikmin from the very beginning. He made that stick all by himself, and I'm sure he's proud of it. He's probably really proud of it, but it doesn't help anyone. Pikmin AI. He was just standing there right in my path, just waiting for me to walk on by, and just... I don't even know. I don't even know. Just stupid, stupid Pikmin. But as you can see, the bowsprit and the pilot seat are both on their way. That is the Pikmin from the red pellet. And there's still one more ship piece to go get. And apparently I'm not even gonna go get the one stupid Pikmin. At least I think I left him. I wasn't paying too much attention, but I think I left him. Now, something about this here. The first time I played this game, I did not realize there was a ledge right there. I brought groups of 5 yellow Pikmin all the way over here to carry this item down. And then when they got down there, half of them drowned, half of them got back in groups of 5 Pikmin. And it was kind of terrible. I feel stupid now realizing that there was a ledge there. I feel stupid about that. And of course there was a Pikmin that decided not to help. How many times in this video do I have to acknowledge the genius of Pikmin AI? I don't know. I do not know. I don't want to know. Knowing isn't gonna help anyone. But... hey. But now... we are at 28 and the 29th piece is coming right up. We are pretty much done in this area. As done as we can get. Almost. There's one more thing to this area that is going to take up, let me see, most of the rest of this video. I mean, you can look at the video length and see that there's a lot left, so there's not really a whole lot of point to saying that it's almost over, because you can see that it's not over. So, if you know... and yeah, I did leave that guy over there. Well, I hope he dies now. He deserves to die. And I need to get my Pikmin flowered again. But if you know this game, then you know what I'm about to do. And... well... I don't really know what more to say about that. The one thing I need to make sure I do is get rid of that puffy blowhog. At least I think I get rid of it. No, I don't. I don't. Never mind. Never mind. It is far enough away from the base that I don't bother with it. Yeah. You know what I'm about to do. You know it. You see this big thing? That's an egg. And for some reason the Pikmin doesn't want to attack it. Attack it, damn it! Yes, good Pikmin. You only have to attack it once. And then... it's not much of an effect, but... believe me when I tell you, this might just be the most dangerous enemy in this entire game. Now, the reason I'm not fighting it right now is actually just walking along a path over to my base. So trying to attack it right now would just be really, really awkward. You see, this guy, he doesn't really attack your Pikmin. He just walks over them. And if your Pikmin touch any part of him that is like smoky, they die. It's just death. No questions asked, they just die right away. The only part of him that you can attack is his face. So I'm really just waiting for him to get into position. And then this jerk comes around. Stupid swooping snitchbug. Fortunately he came around before I started attacking the smoky proc, so... at least I got a chance to kill him. Before he causes me any major trouble. And the smoky proc is just standing over there, waiting for something to happen. Pretty much if you release him and don't kill him, he's just gonna terrorize your base. And I just hit the onion, so I didn't manage to throw a Pikmin onto him. And I don't believe that roll right there actually does anything. It's just an effect, I guess. Now, you'll notice that I am kind of scared of this guy. Because of that. Oh, the Pikmin death cries. You're gonna hear that a lot on this guy. This guy by himself usually kills more than double the Pikmin I've lost to anything else in a playthrough. It's horrible. I mean, it's kind of a boring battle to watch, but it's pretty nerve-wracking. Because if you don't move, if you don't keep your Pikmin away from him, you are going to lose a lot of Pikmin. Now, the funny thing about this guy, according to the enemy reel that appears as part of the credits at the end of the game, this guy is a baby Mamuta. You remember that little bonus segment of the 5th day back at the impact site? The Mamuta, the guy who pounds your Pikmin into the ground and turns them into flower Pikmin? This is supposed to be a baby of that. I mean, it just came out of an egg. Granted, you can say what you want about it being mutated, malformed and all that, but seriously, this, possibly the most dangerous enemy in the game, is the baby of something that cannot kill your Pikmin? Yeah. What's up with that, Nintendo? I don't see any reason that they had to make that connection. Now at this point, I'm not sure what's up with his AI. It's kinda like Pikmin AI, as in it's horrible. He just stands there until I kill him. Which is pretty not very great. And I do apologize for not showing the full death animation. Really, his face just sinks into that cloud below him. And then, after a little while, it evaporates. And now here's another thing about this game. It says I have 8 Pikmin. And that there's 8 Pikmin on the field, but there were 4 Pikmin that I had not plucked. So now I have more Pikmin than... No. The counter is being weird. Like, right now it's saying that I have 3 Pikmin. But clearly, I don't. So now I have 6 Pikmin. 3 of them are apparently invisible. I don't get this game sometimes. But just like back at the impact site, we have a pearl. It's worth a crap ton of Pikmin. It's a pretty good reward for killing that guy. You are going to lose Pikmin to him. There's no question. But you get to see Pikmin fireworks. Yes. Look at that camera work. I'm just the best around when it comes to camera work. Not really, no. But that's a crap ton of Pikmin. That pill from the Smoky proc just straight up gives you 100 Pikmin. I'm still unsure what's up with those 3 Phantom Pikmin, but... whatever, don't even think about it. Of course I'm not gonna pluck all of those Pikmin. Like, there's not 79. I'm too Danish. 97, and I'm not gonna pluck all of them. If I had the whistle that allows you to whistle Pikmin to plucking, then I would have done it. Then it would have been no problem. But I don't have that. So, never mind any of that. Never mind it, never mind it. It's not even relevant to this game. Just don't even bother talking about it. But now the ship is pretty much completed. There's a single ship piece, and it's one of those you don't have to get. There's 5 ship pieces in the game that you don't have to get. And of course the final one is one of them. Now, Olimar, there appears to be a large cluster of parts here. You got all of them. You got all of them. There are no pieces that remain unaccounted for. Olimar. Oh god. Olimar is stupid. Find one more part to further increase the range. And that range is home. Olimar, you're stupid. Stupid. Stupid spaceman. Now, before we end off this video, there's a few mechanics that I'd like to show off before I end this little series. You might notice right away that we have the ring of Pikmin from the Smoky proc, but we have a bunch of Pikmin spread all over the base. This is a sort of helpful, not really helpful mechanic. Whenever a Pikmin with a flower dies, there's a chance that coming back on a later day, there will be a Pikmin sprouted in its place. So that's a pretty neat mechanic. Now another mechanic, Shearwicks and Sheargrubs eat bridges. This really only happens 2 places, in this area and then in one place back in the Forest of Hope. It's not really gonna affect you in a normal playthrough, because all of those are build a bridge, get an item, and you never use the bridge again. But something I find funny about these Pikmin that spread out around the base because there were already 97 Pikmin in that ring, some of them had to disappear to make room for the other Pikmin. So I lost some of the 100 Pikmin I got from that pearl. Not that it really matters since I'm on day 11. Like, this is all bonus recording. But I just wanted to show off those mechanics. And now we have unlocked the final trial. And that is where I'll see you next. Goodbye.